Hey there guys, we're heading off to Russia for the Black Sea Grand Prix, round 1 of season 2 in the ERS. I'm Chris Orme, this is Motorsport Manager with ZRT Autosport, trying to overcome last season's difficulties and make it to the number 1 position and make that advancement into the Asia Pacific Super Cup. We lost the driver's title last season by a little bit of a distance, not too much of an issue. We did almost win the team, lost it by a point. Some dodgy decision making by myself on the final pit stops for both races. One more lap of fuel each and we would have, I'm very convinced we would have got promotion into that Asia Pacific. But practice went well. Not too much really to say about practice, which is why I cut it out of the video, decided to start it from this point onwards. You know, we sent Valdez out second actually, so we'll come back and look at him. We sent Cruz out first, and we sent him out as standard, and that was actually in the green the first time around. We got great, good, great. Valdez comes in with exactly the same result on exactly the same setup, just bog standard. So I decided that we're just going to jump down a little bit in handling. So basically you can see 22.2 up to 63. That netted us excellent on Cruz. We went exactly the same setup for Valdez. Nets us excellent there. Not an issue whatsoever with the two cars. Absolutely delighted with that. So those super softs and those you know, the race trim level 3, that's very good for practice. We've got our balances up. We're ready to set up there as well. Now, we know that we're not going to be running great with the parts we've got right now. We almost got up into 7th in practice. That gives me a lot of confidence that we can meet our objective for the race. We didn't get the money for practice, sadly. Before the race, here you can see that we're actually in good position. Sergio Valdez up in 3rd. We've got Garuda just in front and behind with Rico Asato alongside, which could be his long-term replacement, of course. Krantz is sitting 7th. And a bit further down the order, if we take a look here, Lissandro Cruz in 11th. Just behind, Hong Liao gets a start for Dragon. And that's going to be interesting. Mayo down in 15th, Calvacante 19th. So Silver Racing way down the order. And that's decent there from Valdez. Let's zoom out a little bit. Now he is going to drop down the order. We know this, but we know Cruz can power up the order as well. So Valdez doing okay now, holding on to 3rd place right now. Cruz up into 7th and running quite decently, could get 6th here. And there he is up into 6th. A gap opening now between the front two and Valdez, but he hasn't dropped down yet, which is really, really good. Now I think I should have brought him in. I'm going to bring him in a lap earlier, so I should have probably dropped in. So we're now going to move Valdez down a little bit there. I think we're going to come in early with Cruz. I've view marked laps 6 and 12. And then Valdez for 7 and 14. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. That is what I'm looking at. So if we can eke out a bit more fuel over the course of this race with Valdez on this first stint, maybe make a little bit of an undercut with Cruz, and that should put us in a good position. So we're holding 5th and 6th. That's 2 of us now in our target zone. That is 2 in the target zone. So let's drop Valdez down then to low fuel. And we're going to go push and overtake there with Cruz. It's a shame that Valdez won't let him through. It's really holding Cruz up quite a lot at the moment, which annoys me, but it's okay. So there we go, first and second. So let's now try and blitz through a bit, boys, because I think Cruz, I think I want to bring you in. Yeah, as soon as you cross that start-finish line, I'm going to want to bring you in, and I'm going to want to eke you out a little bit longer, Valdez. So let's not go crazy there. So we're going to pit you onto super softs. We're going to push in that 7 laps of fuel, which should then get you through to lap 12. Now the parts aren't looking great already. Risk a fast strategy there. So let's just make sure Cruz's tyres aren't going to go off a cliff here. I think they might. So absolutely terrible stuff, and Valdez is going to be absolutely wrecked as well. So it looks like our race is done already. It does look like our race is done already. A few bad things there. So I want to fill that up as much as possible to get you through until lap 14. But we're going to go balanced on that. So Cruz, we messed up on a lot. These tyres wore out a lot more than I expected them to. So overtake mode, put that in there. Let's go high and push. And then when you come into the pits, we're going to be doing the same. So we've got to battle back from really bad first stints, and I hate it. I do. So again, come on, let's go there. Refueling. Great and good. That pulls you out into 16th place, which absolutely sucks. But now we can start working on this strategy, getting back inside the top 7. Ignore your parts. We're going to fix them on the second pit. We're going to fix them on the second pit. You've got 4 more laps to go. Don't push your tyres, but you can go into high revs on the engine, up into 8th place. This is what we're looking at. This could be decent. So Cruz has got fast tyres on. Valdez has got fast tyres. Ahead of him, a lot of people also will need to make 1, maybe 2 more stops. But Cruz right now is absolutely flying through and enjoying himself. So lap 12, which means we can really push these tyres. We don't need to save the tyres. We're up into 6th. 5th has got a problem. We're going to go overtake with Valdez. No, we're going to come in and do all your parts. I mean, pretty much all your parts. Yeah, I know. Ignore them, boys. It's race 1 of the season. It's race 1 of the season. I need 1 more lap from you, Cruz. That's all I need. And then you can come into pit. Just keep pushing, son. Keep pushing. Up into 2nd place. Right, now we can look at these parts and figure out how we're going to do this. So that'll get you to the end of the race. We're going to need to fix that, which is huge. We're going to need to fix that. We're going to need to fix them all, probably. So, a minute. Yeah, our race is done. Like, our race is, in fact, done. So, Valdez now then up into 3rd. It looks like, you know, Cruz is just going to have to push when he comes out. Push and high and hope that everything is okay. We're going to lap 14 on Valdez. I'm hoping that will get him through into a good position. You never know though, end of the race, other people might have some issues and that might let Valdez come up the order, might let Cruz come back into this. So Cruz down into 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And we were predicted about 16th here, so we'll see. We'll see what he actually comes out there. Looks like 14th there, 15th. Okay, and now he's got a good car, so he can jump past some of these people. He is going to the end of this race. And he's going to stay on push attack. Valdez is up into 1st. And I think... Okay, so he's down into 2nd now. He needs to pit on this lap. Fresh tyres. We need to fill you up. Let's think. 5 laps. So let's go 6. We can really hammer that home. And jeepers creepers. You as well. So that might be 11th place for Valdez. With a bit of luck, other cars might need work as well. And really just sort of come down into it. Oh, so... There's a retirement. So we'll see what happens here. Let's go back then to Cruz, who's got a chance now to get up into the mix. Looks like Valdez now steadily falling down the order. A couple of pit stops though coming in. So if he can get out anywhere near Cruz, that will be good for us. Valdez is down the order a little bit though. So it's 9th and 14th at the moment, which means Valdez might not be winning this race, but I think right now, we can push a bit harder, and that wasn't really great in terms of part fixing, was it? Success fuel means we can throw a little bit more into the car here, onto overtake mode, and try and really catch these drivers. We can see there Dreyfus in front of us with a little bit of an issue. Then it's up to Gatto, who looks okay. And Cruz and Chu. Yep, a lot of people there with some issues. So Cruz up into 9th. Closing down on 8th. 4th is in the pit. This could be where we set up and get ourselves back up into the top 7. There it is, up in the 6th with a good chance at 5th, I'd say. And it looks like there, we're just going to get caught for that 6th place once more. 12th place. 12th place here for Valdez. Let's make him attack. We are down into 8th for some reason. Do not like that. Time to attack and overtake. We are throwing absolutely everything at this. We have fit parts. We have the fuel we need to compete in this race right now. All we need is a little bit of luck and a little bit of good driving to get us up into the top 7. Cruz there moves past Floridi into the 7th place. Let's move now then on to full speed. Up into 10th as well, Valdez. And looks there like 6th place with Cruz. As we come through here then, for the last lap, Cruz now bearing down an El Sadat in 5th. He does have an issue, but he's going to absolutely bomb. Oh, I misjudged again. Why did I misjudge again? I don't know. Cruz is going to tumble. Valdez is going to get me my money. In 6th place. And Cruz is going to end up maybe even 12th here. No, not quite 12th. 11th place for Cruz. So 6th and 11th I would have taken at the start of that race. How many laps of fuel did I put in at the end? I think I put too little in again. Same as last race. I need to remember that I need to go extra on that final pit stop. And look at that. Krantz with the win. We were so close to making him our driver and kicking out Valdez. He opens up the season with a win. And Asato, someone we might end up kicking out Valdez for, actually comes through into second. Wow. So we made the pit stops work for us. The cars, the fact that we had to make so many changes, a minute pit stop on that last one. I mean, that really hurt us, but we probably wouldn't have finished the race otherwise. So, yeah, I'm okay with that finish, really. Opening day, we hit an objective. We managed to do quite good. For a while, it looked like we could have got maybe, a podium with Cruz and Valdez flying up. He would have got 6th. Maybe Cruz would have got 3rd. That would have been an awesome start. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. So, GMA breaking rules already from Firebird. Interesting. And then we go see Valdez up, getting us some decent points. Cruz there as well. Garuda are going to open up at the number 1 spot, and we fall into our second position where we needed to be. Firebird and Lucatelli right there with us on points. Eastwood just behind as well. So we need to be getting good results here. We really do need to be getting good results. So, not a bad opener. Could have gone worse. Could have been a bit better. Again, I need to start fueling the cars properly. The first pit is fine. It's the second pit stop that I'm putting too few in. Now, Valdez, I think we actually got right. But Cruz's pit stop, I think I might have actually messed up the first one, which didn't give us an option to put more in on the second. Overall, though, a pretty good day's racing. That's where we're supposed to be. That's where we finished. And that gives us a small bonus, which is good. We're saving $1 million, of course, for next year's car, which does mean that we are, still making money, even just finishing 7th and above right now. That is important to note. So that does put us in good position. We started off the season in a decent position, like I say. I'm fairly happy. We need to keep working on the car. We need to make sure that we're really pushing as much as possible. So we got a day for the brakes. So let's go on that. So there's the car finished. Yes, I know the car's repaired. So the brakes, you can see they will be quite decent. So if we give those brakes to Valdez, he's going to be unhappy as hell. And slightly unhappy there for Cruz. So that's going to give us a good sort of step up. I'm happy enough there. And then the engine's okay, not too bad. Yeah, really, I mean, it is the brakes that we really do need to improve the reliability on. So if we do that and then set up a new part, which I think would be gearbox next. Maybe gearbox, maybe another brake, I don't know. Maybe gearbox. Because I know we're quite low down in the order on gearboxes. So let's get there and we can start working on reliability, then boost the performance. Let's make sure we can finish races before anything else. So we've got the engine up into decent position where we can finish on it. And the brakes as well. We know we can compete at this level. So hopefully this puts us in a position now where we can continually finish in our objectives and get ourselves into good position. Let's have a look at this mail. Leaked information. Oh. I mean, what are we going to do? Rachel McAndrew. I mean, you're decent. You are decent. I mean, But you're not great, are you? You're not great. So we can fire you and get a new mechanic. I don't know if I want to do that. I really don't know if I want to do that. Oh, these dilemmas. These dilemmas. Okay, so we're not going to get anyone in the Asia Pacific, so we're going to need someone here then who, again, concentration, part fixing, pit stops are going to be quite good for us, I think. Well, maybe not part fixes. Let's have a look here. Pit stop, performance, concentration. Not so much reliability. The chemistry doesn't matter, so Eve Harding. She is Krantz's mechanic. So let's compare there then. So the part fix I'm not worried about. Pit stops, concentration. That could mean that Valdez really can excel there. A little bit better there. You know, I do like her. So that's the kind of level I want to look at. Maybe not Eve, but if she's got some good stats there, then that'll be good for me. Pit stops, not the best. Reliability, I mean, that could be good. That could be really good, in fact. She doesn't want to join either, though. Can kind of sort of accept that. That's fine. I understand. Reliability, concentration. Is that the same person, or they got two mechanics very similar? Yeah. So let's see here then. Don't need chemistry. Really don't need chemistry. What about Barbosa? No. Come on, there's got to be someone here. There's got to be someone that can step up and do what we need. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, they would be decent. Not what I'm looking for. Anybody. No. No. Please. Please, I want reliability, pit stops, and anything else would be a nice bonus. A little bit of reliability. Okay, so Dubois might be an option. Dubois might be an option. Is that Dunbar? Ugh. Maybe Dunbar. I'm still holding out for an absolutely fantastic person, and that's not gonna happen. So it looks like maybe Dubois, 1912. 18 there, but the part fixing concentration, 8 and 11, 7 and 9. I mean, that's tight. I don't know which one of those to go for. That's better pit stops. You're improving reliability more. I think that's what we actually need right now. So if we compare you with McAndrew, we don't worry about that, but you are better. We don't worry about part fixes because that doesn't take very much time anyway. You're okay on the pit stops. Your reliability is much better. Your chemistry isn't really going to matter. And you're slightly ahead on the performance. Higher engine modes no longer impact condition. What? What? Oh. Oh. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, hell yes, Roger. Oh, hell yes. Long contract, that's okay. wages. Let's see, she's on 21, so you can have 48. Let's see where you are with that. Nice signing on fee. I understand that. How about 105,000? And if we get up into the podium, you can have a 90 grand bonus, because that's going to be really important this season. So what do you say, Roger? That looks decent to me. That looks decent. We're going to fire off that contract, and then we're going to fire Rachel McAndrew. So, doesn't cost us anything to break that. She had good potential. She does decent. But ultimately, I can't afford to upset the chairman. We know that this is going to be tough. So, yeah, we now need to get Roger in as soon as possible. So, on to Yokohama for round 2 of the WMC. We don't really care too much about it. Zoe Sharp wins it. And, yeah, Vexler is leading that championship right now. So it looks like we're going to have to go back and negotiate here. So he's insulted by the wage, but he's okay on the signing on fee. So let's go full wages then. Let's go full wages. Let's keep that there. And yeah, let's fire off that contract. Cycling races coming up. The Tour de Lancashire, fitness +1, marketability up by 5. Okay, Valdez doing a little bit of work there. And let's hope that this is a good enough contract, because we really need you in. There we go. Contract offer accepted. So we're going to get rid of Malachy. Bring in Roger Dunbar. How much was... Yeah, 81 and 73. I think that's fair enough compared to their relative skill levels and everything else. So, yes. I was almost a little confused as to what I was doing there. So, Lissandro Cruz and Kai Gosselin look like a decent partnership. If it rains or something, we can throw in the pit stop timer, and that'll be quite good. Apart from that, it's just using the race trim and the tyres that we use in practice. With Dunbar, if we actually get up there, Engine Expert looks like an absolute fantastic one, as does Risk Taker. That'll allow us to really throw the car around the track without too much of an issue. So we can go fast pit stops, we can go on higher engine mode. Absolutely fantastic. It's what I wanted from this sort of team. And it looks like we had reliability. Performance is what we wanted. Ah, well. C'est la vie. Kai Gosselin will be decent on performance. Improved parts. So, yeah, he'll be slightly better now on performance. Not too great, but slightly better. And Dunbar is exactly the same there. So 0.4 goes up to 0.6. 71% there. 72% there. So why don't we just try and get Valdez's car is okay. If it conks out, I'm okay. Cruz is the one we need to, you know, keep running well. So let's get the good parts up. Let's get the good parts up there. So engine's okay. Brakes are okay. And we're working on the gearbox and suspension for Lissandro Cruz then. So let's get that there. That's not going to give us much of a boost at all. 52, 53. So that's decent. That is decent. And again, we're going to lose 500,000 before our bonuses. So, Munich, it looks like heavy rain in practice, but the race will be clear. Tyre wear's very low, fuel very low, 17 laps. So I think it's going to be on the soft tyres, and we're just going to try our best here. I think again, until we're proving me otherwise, 7th place and earning a tiny bit of money while saving for the next year's car, I think is going to be the best route. If we're consistently starting to compete at the front and I feel confident, then we're going up into 4th or above. If I really think that we can win race after race, 1st place will be the case. But 5th place in the Black Sea, we're going to go back on Munich at the 7th. So just make sure all the parts are on the right cars for what we want. Yeah, a little bit better on Cruise's reliability. We still don't have very much in the way of a good car though, which is a bit of a problem. That is a bit of a problem. Next few races, brakes and engines, gearbox, engine. Yeah. Brakes, gearbox, engine, I guess would be where we want to be concentrating. We've got a decent set of brakes out. We've got okay engines. That second gearbox, maybe. Yeah, if we can get a good gearbox, give that over to Cruise. Give Valdez that one. Yeah. Got that 152 to 165. Or 132 to 170. I think that's where we want to be. Risk level. Oh boy. I'm not sure we want to do the risk level. Maybe for the good part. Maybe when we get there, we put that on, and then we put that on, and we just see, you know, we don't use it this season, we carry it through into next season with us. I think that's the way to play the risk levels. But for right now, for this part, for $1 million, we're on 5.3 exactly now. But we do have a new gearbox on the way, which will be important, and that will help us out a little bit there. Brakes is something else we really do need to look at soon though. All in all, good position, and that's where we're going to leave the video. So working on the gearbox, as we say, you know, the brakes are already done, the engine looks decent, suspension not so bad at the moment, not important over the next few races. But Cruz and Valdez back again with a nice first start. I'm quite happy there for Valdez, inside the top 6, getting us our money for 7th or above. And Cruz as well doing a decent job. Ran out of fuel, my fault again. Probably would have finished, I think, in 3rd place. But we're going to see if we can keep pushing out results in this competition, keep the chairman happy, keep making money, then we should be in really good position for this season and beyond. We'll see in the next race as we travel to Munich, Valdez's best track. He won both Munich races last season. So, interesting to see what he can do here this year. But until the next time, guys, thanks very much for watching. My name's Chris Orme. If you have enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe for more content on the channel. Follow me on Twitter at Chris Orme. Latest news, giveaways, everything up on there. So follow me there to keep up to date with what's going on with me and the channel. Until then though, guys, take care of yourselves and come back soon, because we have got a race to win. Valdez could be on a hat-trick.